Okay, I believe I'm live right now. If anyone's watching the replay, skip forward about a minute or two because I'm really bad at streaming and I have no idea what's happening. Okay, once again, I don't know if I'm live or not. If anyone's watching the replay, can you skip forward by, I don't know, a minute or two? I'm really bad at live streaming and I have no idea what's happening half the time. Disclaimer, music being played right now is by Vinswept. Love his music. I'm just playing it through his playlist. He makes some really nice medieval fantasy stuff. It's not even playing right now. Now it is. Cool. Last time I streamed, apparently the music was a bit overpowering. I hope it's a bit... I'll turn the desktop volume down a bit. There you go. Cool. Testing, 1, 2, 3. I'm checking my levels right now. Okay, I should have done that beforehand, but whatever. Cool. So this live stream is for it's a public progress check. I like to do these on Patreon, but I'm still waiting for more Patreon supporters before I actually go ahead and do it. I'm currently animating the prologue sequence of Levaslier, so this happens before the episode 1. What else do I need to say? Right. Yeah, so we're doing this because there's something big coming up. Now, I'm not going to say too much because I like to leak things out because I just do. It's like, how do you not announce something big when something big happens to you, right? So, I've got something big coming out, but I don't want to say too much because if I don't get it, then it's just kind of like, you know, what are you talking about? So, I'm not going to say anything too much until I actually solidly have it. Then there'll be a big announcement and I'll be really happy. Anyway, what is this prologue? It is the events that happened before episode 1. Right, so I don't want to give too much spoilers, but right over here is Arkosh Levaslier. He is infiltrating this place called Dire Shield Fortress. Right now, he's sneaking in. What I'm gonna make him do here, of course, there are gonna be spoilers for the prologue, right? So don't. I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but he's gonna try to sneak in. He's gonna look through this window, but someone's gonna blast through that door. He's gonna detect it, and he's gonna start a fight. What I'm gonna make him do now is just peer through this window. I might as well talk about a bit about my workflow right now, since people have been asking for it. And thanks for the comments, guys. I'm really appreciating that people are leaving comments and questions on my YouTube videos because it gives me ideas of what to make. Because I need to understand what you guys want to see so I can properly make it, right? Because I discover some really interesting things. As of the live stream right now, my Fallen Kingdom video isn't out yet, but I've already finished it. I did an analysis video on Fallen Kingdom, and one of the analysis features, or one of the features the Fallen Kingdom has is these tall grass. Herobrine, when he walks over the tall grass, actually moves and stuff. And I figured out how to do that in cinema, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, enough talking. I'm gonna start animating because I don't want to chew up time not doing anything. I tend to, when I talk a lot, I tend to like leave the screen on nothing, and I think that's kind of boring, and I should stop doing that. There's something that I need to point out. While I really like streaming, because I work on Levaslier every day. Like, I'm not even kidding. I work on it legit every day, right? The reason I don't stream every day is because I like to listen to music when I work, and listening to Vinswept's playlist every single day won't work for me, and I don't know what other music to play. It's kind of like, because recently, I don't know how many of you guys know the composer of Levaslier. His name is Yusuf Tamer. I'm so sorry, I can't even pronounce his last name. Anyway, I met him in Canada. He's my high school friend. He's my composer, and he plays some amazing work. He recently did a cover of The Weeknd's Call Out My Name or something. And it's really nice. So I love listening to that song, but I can't listen to that during a stream because I'm gonna get copyright striked. So I'm gonna need to find some other source of music if I were to stream daily, that is. I see that there's one person in the stream, but I don't know who you are. Thanks for joining in. I'm expecting more people to come in on the replay, and that's fine. I'm so sorry I have to stream at these random times, and I don't announce it either. It's just because I never know when I'm gonna stream, and that's the worst part of it. I wish I could have, like... I wish I could tell y'all when I would stream, so you can all join in and ask questions and stuff, but I legitimately don't know. It's just like... when it comes time to stream, I just kind of stream it. Maybe when I get better at streaming and I'm not just kind of figuring shit out as I go along, that's when I'll have a set streaming time. I don't know how many of you use XREFs, but they're pretty useful in Cinema 4D. Some of you might not even know what an XREF is. So if we look over here, we have these like T-men. These are XREFs. So all these T-men you see everywhere, these are all guards. But having a guard rig actually takes up a lot of RAM. And so because I have around 24 guards here, I wouldn't be able to animate while there were 24 rigs in place. And what an XREF allows you to do is basically import a proxy. And these don't take as much time because these are literally just T-men, right? And T-men take up significantly less RAM than a actual rig. So you all should use XREF. It's over here. If you go up to create XREF, and you can just add an XREF like that, and all you gotta do is select your main rig and a proxy rig, and that's it. Simple as that. And I'm not even kidding. If we open up the NPC, all of these are XREFs. And all I have to do to switch out a rig with a T-man is just go over here and exchange with main. And there's my guard. It's as simple as that. I'm surprised no one's actually asked about my bottom screen. This is really useful. If anyone's done more stuff, hey, Little Heart. If anyone's done more than just Minecraft animation, you know, you should have heard of something like Octane Render or Redshift Render, which is the one that I use. And those are GPU renders, and you can see like a live demo on the side. I've done the same thing for standard render and physical render, just because it is really useful to see what you're doing without having to press render every single time. And this basically just renders a very low-res version of what you're seeing, and it gives you a rough idea of what you're doing, and it just makes progress so much faster. Did I not set that keyframe? To keep you all updated on voice actors as well, we found a bunch of people. I want to check how much, but I don't want to like fire up Discord and have like a bunch of messages come up. We have the voice actor for the main character, Levaslier. We have everyone except the side characters, I think, and Arkosh. The guy who I wanted to be Arkosh isn't responding to my messages, unfortunately. So, I don't know what's happening with that guy. We're gonna have to figure that out. Otherwise, we're just gonna have to find someone else. We need reliable people. Like, if you're not gonna reply, I'm not gonna... It's just not a chance. My animation workflow may be a bit different than what you're used to if you're a professional animator. I am not a professional animator. I am a video editor, as I've stated before. I haven't formally learned animation, and I'm all self-taught. So instead of doing blocking and all that, I kind of just go with it. I like doing blocking, but I really don't know how to do it properly. So I'd rather just do what I know instead of doing something the quote-unquote right way, but actually fucking it up. Excuse my swearing, by the way. I used to swear. If y'all look at the videos on this channel in the past, it used to be very swear heavy. I'm trying to change that, but it's kind of my personality, just swear a lot. I'm trying to make this as like kid friendly as possible as well. You get me? Excuse me if I go silent. I'm just kind of like, it's hard to animate while talking at the same time, especially when there's no one else talking with me. If I had, I would jump on Discord right now and tell people I'm streaming if they could jump in and talk. That'd be pretty cool as well. Don't know how many of you know that there's a Discord server. It's actually public. If you look around on, especially on my Patreon, blatant advertisement of Patreon. Hey, look, it's Kurumi, my waifu. Yeah, so on our Patreon, if you just pay a bit of attention, you can find contact us through Discord channel right here. Yeah, and that'll just bump you into our Discord. It's public. We can have some fun here. If you have any questions about Minecraft animations, hey, I'm here for you. If you're curious about this rig, I made it by myself. It's oh no, not like the entire rig, right? I have to give credit to XiFrost21. So this is the this is an edit of the FMR rig, which is one of the best rigs for Minecraft animations for Cinema 4D. That's made by XiFrost21, right? That's the guy who made it. I made a version called the FMR Animate. That's free for download on my channel. This is a variation of the FMR Animate with a custom clothes thing. So this thing you're seeing right now, this cloak is custom made specifically for this one character. I would use cloth dynamics to simulate all of this, but Cinema 4D's cloth is absolutely terrible. Hey, there's more people joining in. Run for it. Charlie Chimichangas, what's up? It's kind of laggy. What do you mean? I think I'm prioritizing user reply rather than visual because I don't know what you're seeing here. It's like not really that much to see. But I'd rather talk with you guys, like just kind of get some input and have a conversation. You know what? I could probably cheat this. Instead of animating him, I could animate his entire body. Like, okay, because I'm planning to do this, something like this, right, where he like peeks through. So instead of animating him moving, I could grab his base and just kind of like, oh no, but that doesn't look good. I try to figure out all these cheats to animate faster, but I always end up going the proper way and actually doing stuff. That's not showing off, that's just kind of like, I can't cheat. It doesn't feel right. Alright, I'm waiting for this bottom screen to buffer real quick. I think when I'm streaming, it takes a while longer to buffer, but that's fine. Alright, we got a little bit of clipping with the clothing there. I gotta be a bit careful. Maybe push him a bit further away from the wall. I like this camera angle. Ooh, that flower. That flower is dank. I figured out a simple trick with the cameras, by the way. If you go into your cameras, this is for anyone using Cinema 4D and has watched my videos on framing composition. You will remember that I brought up the rule of thirds. Unfortunately, I did not tell you how to activate the rule of thirds correctly and like the grid and all that. But I found out that if you head over into the composition settings over here, you can actually turn on the grid just like that. And so I can align him straight onto the grid, like so. And that way it's framed properly. Now that being said though, I am doing this in widescreen, which is why the, you look at the bottom screen over here, it's not all the way up to the top, because this is 16:9 ratio, I'm doing 235. So I'm going to have to shove this over and just use my instincts. So I was right in the past, I mean I was right before, just like this. That should do me good. Cool. I'm gonna animate him peering in, and then, let's think. Because I need someone to walk through that door in the back, right, where I'm selecting right now. But I don't want him to pop out instantly, so I'm gonna have him look inside, pause for a second, look back. It's not gonna work. Might need another angle. This is actually a pretty nice angle just from here. I might have him peer inside here, and then cut to this angle, and then have someone open the door back there. That was my Facebook ping, I'm not sure. People jump to Facebook whenever I get a ping message. I'm gonna check that real quick. Someone literally sent me yeet. Yes, I needed those messages. No, okay, so that will be there. I need an extra camera here. I'm gonna name this 4D. My workflow in Cinema 4D consists of naming my cameras properly like I do in a film. So each of these cameras have a name. The reason it's 4 is because this is the 4th file, right? So each file I'm gonna send with a different number. Usually you do it by scene as well. A, B, C, D is just the different shots, and that's how I organize them. I also have a text file, which states all the timing. So this is 1A would start from 0 to 32. That's the frames. And I do a hardware render for everything, compile it in Premiere Pro, check all the timings, and then go back to re-render the actual thing. This means I skip a lot of time with trial and render, because you could render this scene properly. So instead of leaving this as hardware render, I could do a proper render like this, right? And it's going to be a bit slow because I'm live streaming right now, but you could do this, and it would take forever to do, just to get one scene, and you're getting a preview. It's not the actual thing as well. So it's a lot of wasted time if you get this wrong. But a hardware render is great because you can get it wrong and you can just finish it no problem. I'm not even going to bother waiting for this to finish. 4D is here. I'm going to render 4D first. You know what? I'm going to rename this. I'm going to rename this one 4C. I'll rename this one 4D because that's the order I needed it. I'm going to switch the cameras here to 4C. And this is a... Yep, this shot looks fine to me. Gonna have to make him walk into frame. I can either make him walk or I can make him slide. This comes back to the cheating thing again. I could totally cheat it. And, at least I think I can. If I grab the red over here and I just kind of... Look at the bottom screen. If I just kind of slid him in, that could totally work. It just feels very unnatural to me. Maybe if I added like a little bounce there, I could probably cheat that, yeah. Alright, stop right there. I'm gonna copy this and paste it on 24. This timing thing that I'm doing right now is just going off instinct. Because I've been animating for the past 4 years. I'm not... See, I know a lot of you haven't done 4 years, and you think that that's a lot. Trust me, that's not a lot. I've been editing film for 8 years, and my instinct on film is a lot better than my instinct in animation. I'm still learning animation. I'm still kind of... I'm doing a lot of feeling as I go along just to see if shit works or not. But if you were to give this to me in terms of film, I'd be pressing 3 buttons and we'd be done. There'd be no waiting. That's a bit fast for me, honestly. If he's moving stealthily, which he is, that should not be that fast. I'm gonna pump it back to here. I'm gonna say maybe he drops down a little bit on here as if he took a step. That's way too low. When I do the step drops, like the wobbles, I usually drop it around 5 centimeters, give or take. Again, it's a feeling thing. He does slow down quite a bit because of the spline interpolation here. I'm going to change these to... you know, I'm just going to change this one to step interpolation. So that he just kind of jumps here. Ooh. Oh no, that's the wrong one. I have to set this to a step, the one before, not the one after. This needs to be a step. And what that makes it do is just kind of, yeah, ease in a little bit more. Alright, so now if we look at the... No, you don't... No. I'm just going to even jump into the camera right here. Sorry if I mumble my words a lot. There's a lot going through my head as I'm animating and talking at the same time. My thoughts process really quickly. I'm gonna have to hide this piece of grass here because that's blocking half the screen. I have this thing called hide, which basically just hides all my unnecessary stuff. That's leaves, wood, trees, and like stuff that gets in the way of the animation. This camera is animating by itself. I need to fix that. Alright, he just kind of shows up. I'm not sure if he shows up a bit too fast though. Excuse me. Yeah, in my opinion, he pops in a bit too fast. It's just kind of like he's out here, and all of a sudden he goes in frame. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah, because here's the thing. It looks like he's popping in really fast, but what's really happening is he comes in and there's like he moves really fast for these 3 frames, and then for the next 10 or so frames he's just relatively in the same spot. And so because he moves so fast within the first 3 frames and so slowly within the next 10 frames, it looks like he just kind of jerks in. If we were to enter the spline curve mode and smooth out the curves a little bit, it should solve the problem. Okay, assuming I can find the curves. Cinema 4D's F-curve mode is not very nice. There you go. It's very hard to navigate here. The buttons are all different. It actually doesn't look too curvy to me. Might be in here. Hold up. It's because of this. What is this? I don't know what that was. What I could do instead of using the graph, because it doesn't look like there's much of a curve there, I might actually set another keyframe here and drag that out. So that's on... Oh no, there's already a keyframe there. Okay. What? Can I get rid of that? Oh no, that's the drop. Okay, cool, I got you. So I'm gonna set a keyframe here and drag everything else out a little bit. Just to give that a few more frames to work with. Oh, that's not playing in my main window. It's just here, it feels like he jumps in a bit, doesn't it? It might be a bit risky to push him further back, but I'm tempted to do so. Either this will launch him in even faster, or just give him a few more frames to walk in. Yeah, okay, that looks better. A little bit better. It's just, because he darts in so fast and slows down so much. I reckon that's actually fine. I'm gonna put in an extra guard in this room, using again the, oh, I can't remember the word now. The X-Refs. X-Refs are amazing. I'm gonna just take one of these. Actually, I might take a knight instead of a guard. Silly me, I didn't name these files properly. I named all of them guard when some of these are actually knights, like, excuse me, like this one. Yeah, I just duplicate one of these. There he is. So a little shortcut for anyone using Cinema 4D, if you hold down Control, you can duplicate an item by dragging it. It's a pretty basic shortcut that everyone should know, I think. There he is. I'm gonna hop out of camera mode so I don't mess up the camera. There needs to be an option in Cinema that allows me to not keyframe the camera while I have auto keyframing on, because that's just really annoying. Take for example the Cam 4D, right? That's not doing the right thing. This negative 1400. Ooh, I missed. Negative 1500. Ah, that's low. Ooh. Is he floating? He's floating a little bit. There you go. And he will be facing this way. I'm aware that there's a keyframe being set there. I'm just gonna get rid of that, so we don't have a flying guy. Alright, so we don't need all these keyframes here. Yep, that's guard 25. That's also knight. Again, just so everyone knows what the music is, it's Vinswep's playlist. Vinswep is an amazing guy who just makes like fantasy music, and it's all royalty free and stuff, so I can use it in my streams. Great guy. The Great Emerald has joined. Hey, what's up? We need to get rid of all of these keyframes here because it's mucking up this camera like hell. There's a keyframe at 0 for whatever reason. See, it's auto keyframing. How do you animate with? Cause look, oh right, no, I just remembered something. I was about to say, there's a lot of times where the default camera doesn't have a wide enough lens. So if I'm working inside here, right? It's a really tight area and I need a wider lens so I can see everything properly. That's when I'd hop onto one of these cameras because I can swap the, I can change the focal length over here. Right, let me turn off auto keyframe. I'll show you an example. So if I wanted a wider lens, I could do that. Then I could see a lot more. Then in a tighter area, I would work like this. But I would have to jump into the camera to do so. And if I had auto keyframing on, the camera would get auto keyframed, which is just annoying. Fortunately, somebody, I don't know who, he figured out that you can change the default camera's focal length. So if I hop out of the camera right here, I'm now using the default camera. If you go into camera settings, you can change the focal length right there. I don't know how I didn't figure this out until now. That's so useful. So there he is. He's going to peer in. I'm going to do a save real quick. Save frequently, guys. Save very, very frequently. You never know when shit happens and you lose all your data. That's happened to me so many times. Anyone who's followed this channel, like, I doubt any of you have followed me since the beginning of Levaslier back in 2002. But my channel was active and I was talking about Levaslier. Anyone who's followed me for a long enough time will know that I've done an episode of Levaslier before in 2014, but it turned out to be a complete flop because I was a shite animator. Anyway, I started working on episode 2 back in the day, and I worked on it for 2 years before my hard drive got completely destroyed and I had no backup. So, lesson there is to back your stuff up. It happened to one of my friends recently, actually. He's a Minecraft... I have a few Minecraft animator friends, and they just lost all their work through a corrupted hard drive. Lesson learned. You need to back up your stuff. In film school, probably one of the most important things they teach you is that if it's not backed up in 3 places, it doesn't exist. Like 3 separate places. And that's so true. Anything can happen to your stuff at any moment. Fortunately, though, us Minecraft animators, we don't give up. If you have a proper story to tell and you want to tell the story, you don't give up. You just storm through it. You lose all your stuff, start again. You know, if you want to tell your story, you go through hell to tell your story, and that's what I'm doing. What was I doing? What was I doing? I'm gonna have him... Oh, there's a bug on my screen. Fuck off. Okay. He needs to peer through this window. I think I'm gonna have him start looking through on 32, on 232 rather. So we're gonna have to run in. This last step is actually a bit long. It's a bit floaty. I have to drag this back to around 230, so it feels a lot tighter. Boom, boom. It looks like he takes a bit too many steps, don't you think? 1, 2. Actually, no. If you look at the bottom screen. Oh, which you can't. If we look right here, from what we can see here. Yeah, that step is that down step is a bit weird. I'm gonna have to change that up. IMO, it's a bit too low. We raise it up by that much. That's 1.6 cm approximately. I didn't have auto keyframing on. Whoops. We'll have to do that again. Oh, around 1.6. Yeah, that was 1.662. You never get the exact number. You don't try to get the exact number. Like, if you want to get the exact number, you're gonna have to hold down Shift and change all the quantizing settings. But I'm not gonna bother doing that. I used to do everything holding Shift because it like snaps to 10s, right? But it always comes off very mechanical. I just don't like that. It doesn't feel right having everything exactly perfect. I'm pretty sure. Oh, okay. 4100. There you go. See, that's the perfect number. But I rarely use perfect numbers, just because. It almost feels like I could delete that and have him go down on here. If I did minus give or take 2, almost feels like I can get away with doing this. Yeah. I'm gonna have to give some follow-through action with his cloak and his arms, but I'm gonna get to that in a bit. What's up? Scythe Tubi, what's up? Looks like that's, yeah, that looked good to me. We just have him go boop. Cool. I'm not gonna add the little details like the follow-through just yet. I'm gonna get back to that. What's important for me right now is the main action so that I can see everything is timed correctly. There's no point adding in all of the little details and having to retime everything, but having a million keyframes to retime because you've just put all the detail in. So get all the big stuff done and then add the detail in. Always a good idea. You've been looking at everything for a little bit and found this. Well, glad to have you here. I'm pretty new to streaming, so if I don't know the etiquette of streaming quite yet, I tend to say stuff and then type the same thing out. Is that right? Do you do that? Somebody needs to give me some feedback on that. What am I doing? I need to... I'm thinking of how to make him peek at like what time. I could hold... Yeah, I could do 2-frame hold right here. So I'm gonna have him peek in through here and hold from 230 to 232 down here. Just hold the same frame. Hopping off this camera for now. And I'll have him lean in. That actually sounds pretty good to me. So, gonna have to make the maximum keyframes like 300 or something. Going to peer in on an 8 count. Slide him over just like this. Oh, that actually looks really good on the lower monitor. You know what? It doesn't even look too bad here. That actually looks pretty good here. Shit. Didn't expect that. Alright, he's gonna have to give a turn. Like, even a slight turn. That actually looks pretty good to me. Don't want to overkill it too much. Does it start 232? Yeah, okay. 232 to 240. And here. What I'm doing right now is timing everything on the same key. So I'm doing everything on 232 and 240, but I'll readjust the timing later just to make it flow a bit. see what it looks like in camera. Animation starts around 2:15. I'm gonna say 2:15 just as a starting mark. You know what? Let me mark that down. So now I would go in and type in 4C as the shot and start at 2:15 to unknown value for now. Does anyone think that the hold should be a bit longer? I think so. I think that should be. I think the hold should be at least triple the time that it is currently. That's not too hard because I've only keyframed 3 parts. That's 1, 2, 3. I'm simply going to take these 2 keyframes down here, back by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, that sounds good. Cool. What's next? What's next? I should probably do the arms now. I'm tempted to do the cloak first just because I like the cloak so much, but this cloak's, the red cloak, it depends a lot on the movement of his left arm. So, there's no choice, you have to do the arm first. So he rushes in, settles at 232. No, he settles at 230. I'm gonna give him, yeah, I would animate with the delay and add it on 231, but I'm not going to. Alright, so let's make that go back a little bit. I'm not even gonna go on axis, I'm just gonna make it go out. Could let it settle at 234 and give it a slight overshoot like that. Don't know how that's gonna look. Might just look a bit spazzy. No, that looks fine. The timing on that is a bit off though. But again, I'm not gonna retime it right now. I would do it if I wasn't streaming, because when like, if I'm not streaming, I can afford to make mistakes and then not be embarrassed that I made a mistake in front of everyone. But yeah, I'm not doing that here. No way. Alright. Same thing, gonna give it a little bit of overshoot right here. And this is just minimal overshoot. I'm giving it like, even 1 might be a bit too much, maybe like 0.8, because it's so noticeable. If anyone has a better way of doing this overshoot, I'm thinking of doing it with like F-curves. Don't really know how to do those yet. So, waiting for people to kind of teach me how to go through that. Yeah, surprisingly, I'm learning things too, the more you know. Guy who makes tutorials needs tutorials. Alright, when he has a frame hold here, he peeks in and he finishes at 246. Again, giving him some rebound. I feel that 1 degree is the minimum I would go with the rebound. See, that feels funny. That feels really funny. Ah, because it's going the wrong direction, that's why. Push this back by like 2. There you go. That basically equals to 0.4. There, that feels a lot better. Same thing on this side. I feel like that went a bit off. I was gonna go for the red axis there. It's true though, I should probably add a bit more axis rotation. And follow through. 4 degrees, no. Minus... You know what, let's go with minus 1.2. I'm gonna break my own rules. Yeah, sure, why not? Cool. Let's get that cloak done as well. Man, my head's scratching. My head's scratching. I'm scratching my head because it's itchy. This is the boring life of an animator. I do this every day if people are wondering and they just joined in. We're looking at possibly making this. I'm possibly making. Okay, I'll make 230 the settle, right? So if 230 is settle, I'll make this go a bit that way. Not sure if that's a bit much. No, that's fine. Cool. And I'll animate this one as well. 230 here, and I'll. That's curious. Yeah, push this one in a bit. So, oof. Give it a bit of rebound. This one will have some fluff to it, I'm thinking. So on 232, it perhaps would fluff up by, yeah, around there. Give or take. Again, a lot of this is really feeling. That's why making tutorials on animation is so difficult, because anyone can teach you how to animate. It's just, you gotta find your style. Yeah, that's way too much. Remember something I said earlier about not rotating past, like, 1 degree? That's why. Like, what you just saw, because the rebound is terrible. Might actually give that 2 frames as to rebound. Because that's cloth and it's not as heavy as a human hand. It should float a bit more. Yeah, that feels a lot better. Yeah, that actually feels really good. Cool, and I feel like this one needs a bit of a cloth action as well. The action frame is starts 238 and it settles on 246. Cool, and on this one it should look something like that. Give it again an overshoot of 2 frames. This is the center right here, and we'll give it a fluff up of not more than 1. It's hard to get the exact values. 1.3 sounds good to me. Yep, that looks good to me. Saving again. I don't know if I have a rhythm to my saving. People say that I do. I don't feel it. But either way, save frequently. The amount of times I've thought, oh, I could get this done in 10 minutes. I wouldn't need to save, and the program crashes on me on the 9th minute. Yeah, that takes a lot of time. That's 10 minutes of wasted time. Sure, I can come back to it and like do it a lot faster now that I've already done it, but still, that's not a very nice experience to have shit crash on you. Save frequently, guys. Alright, I'm gonna retime the head and the chest. Oh, not even. That's a hip, that's something. Yeah, I need the, yeah, that one. What we're gonna do is throw this back by 1 frame. So I'll throw this back by 1. I'm gonna keep the chest where it is, and I'm gonna throw the head forward by 1. And that'll give it a sequence, right? So the waist turns first, then the chest, then the head. And that just adds a bit more flow, adds a bit more naturalness. Let's see that again. Arm movement here seems a bit unnatural to me. They're a bit slow. That's what's happening. If I take... Yeah, I'm going to take all of these and push it back by 1 frame. Even this. Oops. Saving. Cool. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Cool. I would make the guard inside do something. You know what? He shouldn't be standing there. He should. He really should. Yeah. I'm gonna quickly switch this guard out for the main object. So he really has no reason to have his sword and shield out. I'm gonna get rid of these. Ooh, I can't. Probably gonna have to hide it or something. Here we go again. I'm gonna hide his Kopesh and hide his shield, because he has no reason to have him there. Yep, there it is. Hide this and hide that. Under control, arm L, right, left arm, left elbow, left hand, left wrist, there it is. And hide, hide. Oh, hide, please, hide. Nope, don't do that, hide. Thank you. The struggle is real. Since he's on a table, perhaps I'll make him lean on the table. That's the simplest thing I can think of. Just draw him in by 10 frames, 10 centimeters rather. I'm not gonna animate him as much as I am just gonna pose him. Is he, like, this guy really doesn't need any animation. There's a guy sneaking up behind him, he's not really doing anything. He's just kinda looking at his plate. I'll reposition his arm so it doesn't clip. Somewhere there looks good. I learned a simple trick the other day about curves and lines. Because he's so straight up right now, he doesn't actually look that appealing, but if I were to give him a bit of curviness, say, what direction was that? Oh, that's in every direction. I don't know, I'll just curve it like a tad bit that way. I'll give or take 1 degree, or that's not noticeable, 1.9 about 2 degrees. Curve this one back by 2 degrees. You need a bit more, perfect. And basically, that just gives a little bit of shape to his body, so it's not perfectly straight. I'd exaggerate it a bit more too, but not really feeling it. Curve this head down a little bit so he's looking at something instead of straight up. That looks good to me. We'll jump back into 4C, and now we have something to actually look at. Alright, so we're looking at 215 to 264. I'll note that down. Again, I have a separate notepad right here that has all the timing. 264, save. Spam that save key. Save all your work. I'm gonna skip this song because it's gonna overlap my talking. Songs are made by Vinswept, amazing guy. Royalty-free medieval fantasy music. Did I switch the keyframes yet? No, I haven't. What were the keyframes? It's 215 by 264. There you go. I wish I would get notification sounds for people who send messages, so I don't have to check the chat every now and then. I'm scared I miss messages. All right, looks like we're good to render this one out. I believe. Okay, no, it is rendered. Cool. Oh fuck. I don't like having a camera in the back when I'm doing a hardware render. It's so distracting to have all these lines pointing everywhere. I'm just gonna hide this and re-render that real quick. Something you can do if y'all are doing a hardware renders. By the way, you can go into your layers and hide the these controls. If we I'll just show you. Right here, if you do that, you can hide the controls if you want to get a better hardware render. But I'm not bothering with that. No way. Too much time, too much effort. If you're wondering how much time and effort that could possibly take, you gotta turn it back. You have to like turn it off for every render, turn it back on to refix something, then turn it off again to re-render it. Yeah, I don't have time to do that. It's a few seconds. I don't want to waste a few seconds. I want to make every second worth something. I'm gonna take a swig of my Coca-Cola over here. Blatant advertising. Coolio. I'm rendering this at 24 frames per second, if anyone's wondering. Looks like there's a bit of a ghost there pulling up. Hold up. Focus on this cloth. Huh. Hold on. Alright. I guess not. It looked a bit funny to me at first, but looks like it sorted itself out. Fair enough. You know what? It actually looks... Much as I love being lazy and all, having the front part of the cloth not move doesn't feel right. It has to move at least a little bit, I think. I'm gonna have to... Yeah, I'm gonna go back and animate that. We need to find the controller hidden in here. It's 230. Two, 3, 6. And a midpoint there to give 2 frames of, yep, two frames of tweening, to use the proper terminology. Tweening. It's so hard to get what I want. There. I wish more people could come in so I could do polls and stuff, because I really want to know how many people here are actual professional animators and like have experience animating other stuff. other than Minecraft. Because I'd love to learn from other animators as well, and like just to get some tips and stuff from them. I respect everyone who looks up to me as an animator, but I am a film editor above anything else. So animating is really just my hobby. It doesn't feel right to have these move at separate times. Oh, because one of them moves that way, okay. It's a 1.7 degree. Let's see. Yeah, that don't feel right. That has to come a bit earlier. There we go. That felt right to me. We're looking at making a keyframe at 238 here as well, and pushing it to 246, I believe it was. Yeah, cool. Here and give or take 1.3. That was. Again, I'm probably gonna need to retime this. I'm not planning to get it perfect on first try. That rarely happens. It does happen when you kind of get the feel for things, but it rarely happens. Oh, one more thing. I don't know how long the stream will go for. I really don't plan out my streams, and I should. But it could end very abruptly, or it could have a proper ending. I really don't know. It's already gone on for an hour, which is a lot longer than my last update video, which went on for 30 minutes. I actually dug through my old videos, and I found this old live stream I made of Minecraft animation that lasted 3.5 hours. And that was back in 2014. Let me see if I can find that. And it's terrible. It's a terrible live stream. It's a terrible animation as well. youtube.com/myvideos. It's crazy to think of how long I've been on YouTube for. And how I used to take everything so seriously, but the videos were so shit. And now I've just kind of chilled out a bit. And I feel like I've taken YouTube even more seriously, but I've kind of learned to just go my own way and do things at my own pace and really do it for the enjoyment more than doing it to get big or anything, because honestly, animating like this is really fun, just to show people my skill and animate in front of an audience. How many people can say that they're doing that, right? If y'all are wondering, I'm on my second monitor right now. I'm scrolling through my videos. I'm trying to find that one old live stream that I did back in 2014. Holy shit, I found my old animations. Hey, there it is! Alright, so these are my old videos, right? These are uploaded on May 20... Yo, it's almost been a year! Damn! Look, May 27, 2014. Here's that 2-hour stream. Here's the unlisted video. That's the old Levaslier. It's unlisted. Yeah, it is. It got surprisingly good response. 36 likes. If it were me, like, if everyone watching this video, if all the 1,000 people watching this video were me, I'd give that 36 dislikes and 2 likes, because I really don't like the way that turned out. It was terrible. Yeah, I used to stream quite a lot, actually, because I was doing a lot of Minecraft animation streams, and they weren't really good streams. I mean, my streams right now aren't very good either, because I'm just kind of... Here it is, 3 hour, 28 minutes. I want to stream 3 hour, 28 minutes, just to see how much work I can get done while talking, which is probably not a lot, because I can't do a lot while talking. That cloak is very mistimed. Alright, that cloak that's not right. That is not right. This is why you do hardware renders instead of a proper render. Because timing is a big, big problem. Alright, I can't do all three of these at the same time. Okay, fair enough. Move this back here. I would check the preview, but I don't think this is playing back in real time to me. The reason I'm not animating in 12 frames per second as I do in my tutorials is because I'm trying to get used to animating in real time just so I have more frames to work with. I still would recommend animating using 12 FPS though. Alright, let's see how this render looks. How good is Vinswep's music? I was actually introduced to Vinswep through Madness 64. I keep bringing Madness 64 back up. He's a legend. But I remember in one of Madness 64's old videos, he's a builder, Madness 64. He's a Minecraft medieval city builder. And Vinswep actually reached out to him and said, "Hey Madness, do you want to use my music?" And through that, I discovered the amazing talent that is Vinswep. That cloak finally looks right to me. The timing. There you go. I could push it a frame back, actually. No, it's fine. You know what? There's something about this that feels a bit off. You know what it might be? It might be because his arms, his cloaks all have recoil, but he doesn't have much recoil. I could remedy that, actually. Let's try. Give him a bit of a... Ooh, not 3 degrees. That's way too much. Literally 1 degree might be too much. Yeah, it is way too much. Okay. Not having that. It's gonna have to be like 0.0 something degrees. .1 is not going to turn out very nice. I lied. Alright, let's try that again. I spend a lot more time on timing than I do on animation, I find. And that's just because timing is more important than animation, IMO. Like, if you don't know how to animate a punch, but you have the right timing and, like, his fist hits the other guy's face, it doesn't matter if you have proper technique or not. If it looks powerful, it tends to convey the meaning that he got hit in the face with a pretty powerful attack. Let's see what this looks like now. Yeah, it looks a bit better to me. Alright, I get what would happen next. He would try to duck and crawl under him to get past this guy in case he turns around. But as he ducks around, or as he ducks down rather, behind him is this gate door thing. And someone just so happens to walk out. And they'll stare at each other for a bit, there'll be an awkward silence, and then bass drop on the music and shit goes down. You're gonna have to pardon me as I go to the bathroom real quick. I'll just leave like a note on here. Does that work? Yeah, okay, perfect. I'll just leave it like that. Be right back. Hello, hello, your boy is back, and he's ready to roll. What is that? Whatever. Door animation, yes, door animation. He's actually, oh my god, he phases through the wall, okay. This needs to be cheated. If I push him closer to the camera, I'm just gonna try something. It'd have to be like that. How does that look here? Can you render, please? It throws the framing a bit off, because it's supposed to be mid-close like that, not... He's too close. Okay, so we're gonna have to cheat this. How do we cheat this, you ask? That's simple. We're gonna have to essentially move a few frames forward. I'm gonna say 256 is the frame we'll move forward on. And on here, he will move back by exactly that much. And this key interpolation will be a step interpolation. So if I can select it, this will change into step. And nope, that didn't work the way I wanted it to work. What if I made this a step and I made this spline? Yeah, there you go. Cool. So we'll start the next animation on 256, basically. It has to start on 256. Oh, hold up, this goes up to 264. Okay, never mind. You have to push this back to 264. That's fine. We'll start off the next animation exactly on 264. That's 4D. 264 to unknown. That's on my notepad on my other screen right here. Hello, hello, someone just joined in. Welcome to the stream. I'm a terrible streamer and I have no idea what I'm doing, but I hope you'll enjoy anyway, watching me animate Minecraft. This is the what's it called? The prologue for Levaslier. It's the events that happen a few days before the first episode. I'm actually doing this for a big event that's coming up, but I don't want to say too much yet in case I don't actually get into the big event and I just end up embarrassing myself. Because that's embarrassing and you don't want to embarrass yourself. Let's see how this looks like on our bottom screen over here. That looks pretty damn good. See, much as I'm tempted to do a full render within the preview window, I'm streaming and my GPU is handling quite a lot of information right now and I don't know. See, usually it would render a lot faster than this. I'd be done with the render, usually, right about now. It would take like 15 seconds. But the stream is causing a lot of extra render time. That looks pretty good to me. It looks like I forgot to put in matriculations on these castle walls up there. But I don't think... Imagine if we had black bars covering the top. It'd be fine. It'd be fine. Ooh. What is that? Ooh. What's next? Right, he has to duck under. I'm gonna say hold from 264 to 272, because that's just cutting room for me, in case I need to hold that for whatever reason. And then... when does the guy open the door? That's the hard part. Does he duck? He might duck as the door opens, then he'll stop mid-duck to turn around and go, oh shit. That might be a good idea. Okay, if that's the case, we'll have the duck go to literally something like that. Maybe like, yeah, there. And give that a bit of rotation as well. His head a bit of rotation. Oh god, I forgot to set a keyframe. It was 272 to the around there. Yeah, that looks good. So if you look at the bottom screen, or I guess not, because it's black and doesn't like you. I guess not. We'll be looking at it on the main screen. Okay, and now play. Oh, okay. I see. Cinema 4D loves me. Oop. Cool. And just at that moment... Oh, he blocks the door! That's tough. He blocks the door! I did not anticipate that. Would you be able to see past his head, though? You probably could. Otherwise, I mean, I would just shove the camera across a little bit. Oh, that's easy. Let's say he ends up there. There's a wall there. Let me turn on my grid real quick. Let's see what I can get. Grid. Where it? Oh, okay. You have to. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. We'll center frame the door so that it looks really important. And people know that it's going to be important. We'll have him line up with the right. Yeah. And I'll sneak there and the door will open and he'll look. And that'll be perfectly fine. We lost the flower and I'm sad. I actually don't mind this because it looks like we could do something called a frame in frame, which is that. So it looks like there's an extra frame. But then I take up all this extra space on the side, and that really... having that much negative space there doesn't really fit my style. Why is my preview render going black? Is my live stream really taking up that much GPU power? Come on. There we go. There is a piece of grass there that is bothering me. A lot. To save myself some hassle, I'm just going to delete that piece of grass. It's not having that. Yeah, that's just causing me problems. Nope. Be gone. Cool. Yeah, that just clears up some space so we can see the door properly. Have I had dinner yet? I'm starving. It's almost 8. No, I haven't had dinner yet, I don't think. No, I haven't. Fair enough. I need to go eat something. Not now, though. I'll survive. Okay, we need to animate the guy walking through the door. Is it going to be a knight or is it going to be a guard? I'm gonna say it's a guard because the knights have no reason to be walking around. Chief, you say. The swords are clashing. Chief, you say. The scabbard is in the wall, you say. Nobody can see that, I reply. You have to learn to know what people can see and cannot see and what you can get away with, just to save a lot of time in animation especially. Like, I understand if you're doing a render and you're allowing people to see it. So in my Minecraft world, I have a lot of detail because I'm expecting people to go fly through the world and see a lot of stuff that that they expect me not to do, but I've actually done. But here, you can only see what I show you, so I can get away with a lot of stuff. Why? Thank you. What I'm doing right now is just, I'm deselecting the door from the actual parent object, and I'm going to basically make the door openable. Just a test, I'm gonna pull. Oh dear lord. And, no, just a test, I'm gonna pull this out just to see what it looks like. Yeah, well, it looks like I have everything selected, that's good. We're going to hit split, delete, and that will generate an extra door object for us. It seems the thing in between is stuck. I'm gonna delete that because we don't need that there. That's an extra polygon. Let's find the door object. Seems I'm lagging quite a bit actually. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. I'm gonna move this up to the top so it'll be easier to find. We're gonna reset the access point to the door hinge. Right around. Alright, no, that's 3D axes. Right, there looks good to me. We'll check by doing a rotation here. Yep, that looks good to me. Cool. If I stay silent and don't do anything, I'm just kind of thinking of what to do next. Much as I'd like to talk about what I'm thinking, I don't really know what I'm thinking. Cause you're just gonna hear me repeat myself a lot. Right now, what I'm thinking is, what do I do next? What do I do next? What do I do next? So I'm just kind of processing what I haven't done and what I have done. I know that I have to animate the guard opening the door. I'm just thinking if I've missed anything before I get to that. Like, I want to open this just to check what it looks like in the full render. Because that bridge is up, actually, and it shouldn't be up if someone just walked down. I'm seeing if we can see that. No, we absolutely can't. That's perfect. Does he block the door when he... Let's see how this looks. It's not rendering. It isn't. It is now. Speak of the devil. The render gods can hear me. Excuse me. Ugh. Yeah, let's see. I'm just thinking what I have to do again. Sorry. Reset this rotation back to 0. Cool. We'll need a guard in that room. Let's do that. And to proxy or not to proxy, that is the question. I will choose to proxy and hope that it works the way I want it to. I'm gonna proxy one of these guards. Yep, I'll take this one. I'm gonna duplicate this one and just drag him down here. Looks like it's time to take what I've said earlier into use, and we're gonna have to switch the camera, the default camera's focal length up to something crazy like 15, so that I can actually work in here without clashing into the trapdoors rather. Guy looks like he's floating. Oh no, he's fine. Cool. You know what? I need to switch the other guard back to a, yeah, this guy right here, he needs to switch back to being a proxy, so he doesn't lag me out. Guard 26, which is the gate guard, needs to exchange with main. Thank you. Does it make sense for him to walk out with shield and Khopesh in hand? Yeah, why not? Why not? Let's say it does. You know what? I know why not, because he can't open the door like that. Let's say he's holding the shield, but not the Khopesh. The Khopesh will have to be, I'm gonna have to move it to his waist instead of his hand. Let's do that. So, yeah, that's simple enough. I can do that. Ooh, see, this is where the, what's it called? The extra fail. You can't use a proxy on this. Okay, fair enough. I want to be able to disable this one though, so I've got an idea. I will simply make a separate file for a guard with with sheathed weapons. Which I should have done in the first place, honestly, because none of these guards have reason to be holding their shields and short swords out. Is it this one? I think I changed the file name. I'm gonna have to find these. There we go. What we're going to do is save this as an incremental file, and we'll rename this one to... Oh, I can't rename it while it's open. That's cool, that's cool. Either way, I'm going to have to move his weapon out of his hand. I think he should still hold his shield. I feel like... I don't know, I feel like that's kind of makes sense. You know, just hold his shield around. Like, because they wouldn't put a shield on the back in case they get attacked. Because putting a shield on your back is really only for transportation purposes. And they're kind of on guard duty. Yeah, I think they should hold their shield. Just not their sword. That looks good to me. Good enough. Alright, just gonna double check that works properly. Cool. It's a bit of clipping with the leg, but we're gonna animate that manually if it comes down to that anyway. Alright, so we'll save this, close it. I'm gonna rename that to guard standby maybe. And all we're gonna do is take advantage of the XREFs. Watch this. All I have to do is switch out stack guard, which is what I have it as currently, to the one we just made, which is stack guard standby. And watch this magic. Update XREF, replace yes or no. Yeah, update this. Thank you. And boom, magic. There you go. There's the rig completely replaced. What happened? There you go. And so I think I'll pose him in a way that makes him look like he's half opening the door already. I'm just gonna stand up real quick just so I can get a feel of what that would feel like. The door hinge is on the right side, so theoretically the handle would be on the left. He would use his right hand on the left handle, which means he puts his arm diagonal. And he would walk out with his right foot first, meaning he starts off with his right foot behind him. Okay, cool. So standing up and testing your animations is something that I do quite a lot, and I feel like every animator should do that. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Throw his right leg back by a bit, enough for him to take a step. I also have this thing where I don't like their legs being straight. It feels really snappy whenever the legs are straight. Like I have to have like a little bend in them or something. Because our legs in real life are never really straight, are they? Like yeah, even if you extend your leg, it's still... There's still that bend there. You can never get it perfectly straight. People watching the replay will get sick of me saying this now, but music is by Windswept. He makes royalty-free fantasy music. Great guy. Great music, too. For anyone watching the replay wondering why I'm not advertising these streams that much, it's because I honestly don't care about these streams. Like I said, I don't prioritize, like I take YouTube's quote-unquote seriously, but I'm not into getting high numbers, high views, high subscribers. I'm more into just, you know, being chill, having fun, having an audience, just to express myself. And you know, because I know these streams are going to end up in replay and more people are going to watch the replay anyway, I don't really care about how many people are joining in live. Of course, I like interacting with people, but I'm not going to go out and tell 100 people to join my stream right now. Join if they want. Join if you want. These streams aren't the most interesting thing in the world. Not everyone is into animation or Minecraft animation for that. And even if you are, watching someone else animate and not say anything while there's just music playing in the background, isn't necessarily the most fun thing to watch either. It's just something I like doing for fun. If anyone can't tell, I am actually running out of things to say. I've said all the things I wanted to say within 1 hour and 30 minutes. That's great. Probably might just be silent for the rest of the stream unless someone comes in and asks questions and, you know, interacts with me. Animation starts 272 to 276. That's the door opening. Let me actually animate the door real quick. That's simple. Whoa, okay. That was not what I intended to do. Checking the bottom screen right now for the angle of the door. Yeah. Give it a bit more of an angle. There you go. Let's give it a second of render. I want to see how this looks. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Take a swig of cola real quick. Oh, the more you know. You can add cards onto streams. I'm checking the YouTube stream options right now. That's pretty cool. Anyway. Did I not keyframe the door? Apparently not. Fair enough. I kind of know the angle. It's there. Yeah, that opens way too fast. It's like he like slams it open. Nah, that's not there. Yeah, that's more realistic. Now it's just a simple one-step animation. Literally one step as he walks out the door. he's kind of walking into the door. Ah, I think that's because the Minecraft guy's thicker than like a one block hole. Ah, apparently I didn't keyframe his foot. Alright, I'm gonna skip this song. Not my taste. You know what, I could totally cheat this and have him move forward at a faster than normal speed. How does that look? As long as nothing clips, I'm good. Oh no! That's fine. I'll slow him down here and have him burst out, because I don't think you can see him from that angle. Not down here. Yeah, okay, cool. So I have a bunch of cheating room. Okay, cool. He just kind of flies out. It's hilarious. I think I said something earlier about not having straight legs, and this is a straight leg. Don't like that. Not the slightest bit. So much better. Kopesh, do not do this. Oh no, I've done it wrong. I'm just trying to get this back to 0, 0, 0. flip? Oh, damn. Okay. Ooh. Chair starts slamming this shit. Alright, Arkarsh's duck needs to delay, but... Hey, we've reached the 2-hour mark. That's cool. I reckon there needs to be a 24-second, 24 frame hold at the end. That's 344. No, that's 334. Wait, what? Ooh, that was my Facebook, not yours. Give me a second to check these messages. Might be important. Not too important. Never mind. Ah. Wait. Why is this frame just black? What? What? Did I move something by accident? No. What? Huh? It's odd. Oh, that's... You know what? I'm gonna mute my Facebook real quick. That's gonna get annoying real fast. Man, I'm starving. I don't know why the F came out there. Is it rendering? Did I hit no or yes on render? What? Oh, just lagging. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, I should get some food, you're right. What do I eat? Why do I have so many extra frames? extra frames. This guide is wrong. This is fake news. 336 minus 12. 324. Oh, not 3,324. That's a big difference. Oh, because I wrote 366. Oh, okay, I'm smart. 336. Not fake news. I was fake news. And let's give it another 10 minutes to render a 10-second. Not even 10 seconds. It's like, I don't even know how long this is. Yeah, that's a pretty decent hold, actually. Now I'm lost. I think you're getting a close-up of him. The guard, I mean. He's gonna have to run back in to raise the alarm. Yeah. What? Wait. What? How did... What? Why is this long? Wait, did the bug come back? Pretty sure I fixed those bugs. Didn't I disable my Facebook chats? People are paying me on Facebook for a lot of reasons lately. Mute for 8 hours, yeah. That'll teach you. Alright, so what's going on here? This is alright. Okay, I figured it out. The yeah, the poles are being stretched. We need to unlock these layers. That's Sacramoto Guard. Oh, I've changed them to Sacrasara Guards now. Yeah, Sac Guard, Standby, Joints. Unlock those. Okay, we need it. Oh, that is weird. That's not supposed to happen. I thought I have a protection tag on that. Can I not change that in a proxy? Okay. That's fine. I'll have to go back and do that manually. That's fine. I changed the name of the file. No worries. I think I know what happened. By allowing expressions, we're allowing Espresso to modify the size of the joints, which means that the handbug is back. And that's what you saw just now was the handbug, and we don't like the handbug. Essentially what we have to do is enter here and disable allow expressions. The reason, if you download the FMR Animate rig, it should have allow expressions off by default. The reason I allowed it here is because I didn't want the items to stretch. Because, okay, look, I'll show you. As it is right now, if I do this, see how that shield stretches down? If you allow expressions here, it won't stretch anymore. That being said, though, allowing expressions does bring back the handbug, and I would much prefer to work without the handbug. Yeah, handbug does not. No, we don't like the handbug. Do you want to save changes to... Didn't I save already? Whatever. Alright, so because the handbug has happened, I need to find a way to undo the handbug here. And I can't seem to change... these sizes here. No, it says the sizes are 111. It's not one. It's definitely not 111. Alright, looks like I'm gonna have to manually bump these up. Let's assume this is 2. Nope, let's assume that's 3. Yeah, that looks good. And everything else looks like it could be 0.5. Oh, no, I'm wrong. 0.7? Give or take. Okay, getting closer, 0.8. This is the difficulties of working with a proxy instead of the actual thing itself. That being said, though, I'm no stranger to these problems, so I'm pretty confident in myself that I can fix these. It does slow you down quite significantly. All this time I'm spending right now fixing this one bug could be spent animating. So do keep that in mind if you're not good at fixing bugs. Proxy may slow you down quite a bit. Or it could speed you up. Just really depends. Ah, there it is. I can't change. Let me change these back to 111. It's just not letting me change that back to 111. The allow expressions here is no, that shouldn't be on. Yeah, I can't change that. Not in a proxy, I can't. Unless... I don't want to reset all the animation. I think I can live with this one bug, that's fine. Because this is just the one guard and I'll delete him afterwards, so he won't affect the rest of the scene. There is a potential for this handbug to wreck your entire scene, by the way. If anyone experiences it, the handbug with the default FMR 5 rig, essentially, look how fat and long this blue pole here is. That's not normal. What a normal blue pole should look like is, if I go over to Arkosh over here, Where is he? There he is. Right. It should fit the hand. That's what it should look like. Not some elongated mess like this. That is clearly not right. That has the potential to expand, like the size of it could expand bigger than your entire screen. Meaning you won't be able to click on anything because it's so big that the only thing you can possibly click on is that. So if you encounter that bug, hurry up and undo everything you've done before you do too much that you can't possibly undo it. That or download the FMR Animate rig, which has this bug fixed. I'm looking at possibly throwing him back. Okay, I need him to get back into the building because he's gonna go in, he's gonna ring an alarm, and everyone's gonna get triggered and start going after our blue slime here named Arkosh. I want him to have a reaction, a close-up reaction of his face before he runs back in. Yeah. I'll probably make him gradually look more and more surprised. And then... I don't know how I should make him say... I think he should scream intruder. Or something along the lines of that. This is camera ABCDE DE4E. Okay, there you go. I'm using the bottom frame to do my framing, by the way. The bottom screen, like on the bottom right, to do my framing, not the preview window. So if it looks a bit weird in the preview window, it's because I'm adjusting to a 235 screen. Hey Ryan DZN. I was actually, yo Ryan, I was watching your video a while ago because I was trying to make a bow, and I watched your time lapse on making a bow, and that actually helped me quite a lot in making my own. When did this last one go up to? Alright, my next animation, the next one's gonna have to start from 336 onwards. I'm looking at possibly a 2-second or 1.5 second transition between a regular face and a surprise face, so that's 24 plus 12, 36 frames. We're looking at doing 36 to... Is this in 12 FPS or 24 FPS? This is in 12, okay. Huh, I thought this was in 24. The more you know. Alright, so 36 divided by 2 is 18. We're looking at doing 36 to 18 here. 336 plus 18 is 354. That brings us over here. Cool. That's 1.5 seconds. There's a potential I might double that to 3 seconds maybe. What we're gonna do is make him look more surprised. I'm gonna make a keyframe here and a... Oh dear, that's not what I meant to do. Keyframe at 336, keyframe at 334. And we'll make him go... Whoop. I love it. And I don't have auto keyframing on. Why don't I have that on? Oh, damn. You know what? I could probably do like a vertigo zoom here. That would look pretty cool. I don't know if that's a bit fast. I feel like it could be a bit slower. No, actually, no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm going to cheat his eyebrows a little bit and make it go up from the beginning. Have these go down at 330. What was it? 334. Okay. 336 to 354. Time to just jerk his eyes up. Oh my god. I want to adjust that bend. What's missing now is the red light trigger filter. Oh, Lamal. Coming out from his eyes, yeah. I think this is the right control, yep. Look at the bottom screen! Alright, yeah, we need a vertigo zoom. No way I'm not doing a vertigo zoom. Alright, do a little pullback here. Keyframe the focal length on 80 and do it to around, there you go. Perfect. Oh, fuck. There. Alright, watch this. What up? Oh, it's not enough. I need to zoom it back a bit more. Okay. It's all good. Oh, wait. That's the wrong one. Actually, it should be pushing in, shouldn't it? Yeah, oh, you know what? Let me push it in instead. That'll be interesting. Alright. Yeah, that's a lot better. Because everything around him expands, so it feels... I don't know. Because if you zoom it in, it feels more claustrophobic. When you do that... I like that. I like that. It looks good in 16:9. I need to make sure it looks good down here in 235. Framing's a bit off, in my opinion. It looks like he has a really large forehead. Yeah, I push it down a slight bit. Because it went up. It did go up. Okay, that's fine. Perfect, perfect. Reminds you of the cave animation. I love vertigo zooms because I'm terrible with cameras, so this is the one trick in the book that I know. I love that. Oh. Alright, that was very straightforward. Easy enough. I'm gonna take 328 to, say, 360. That might be a bit extra, actually. Yeah, I'll cut that by half. Let's go 4E on... Alright, 336 for now. Let's cut that back by 6 frames. So, 330 to What was the math on this? 354. Let's give it another 6 frames. Let's give it to 360. Okay, 330 to 360. That's almost exactly 1 second. Do a quick render for that. 330 to 360. We're going to change the name of this to 4E on hardware render. Close, save, please save. Thank you for saving. And render. Rendering does take a while when I'm streaming because my GPU is doing 2 things at a time. Anytime now. Let's find something to discuss about. Someone say something. Oh, never mind. There it goes. That's perfect. Really is, because it like there's perfect there's perfect room for editing as well. So there's just a bit of tail and just a bit of heading. But I still need him to turn into the building, and I don't know how. I don't know the sequence of him running back into the building and ringing the alarm. I'm not going to show him ringing the alarm. I'm just going to use sound to do the alarm. But I need him running back in. And this is actually a really funny shot. You just do this. Alright, I need to spend some time thinking about this. How is he going to run back in? So let's assume it's the shock face first. Could I go back to... I couldn't go back to Arkosh. Because that would be a weird cut. Could do an over-the-shoulder this way. I'm just thinking of the cameras real quick. Because we have a first angle here. Yeah, I can't do it this way, but I can do it the other way. Because that would break the 180 rule, and I can't do that. That's really tight. I don't like that. That's way too tight. Let me switch the camera down here to, oh, I'm not using a camera right now. To 4F. Yeah. Wait, why is this here? No. Oh, I just noticed I'm on keyframe mode. Whoops. I'm a bit stuck right now. Honestly, like, I just don't know what frame to use next. I need to talk with someone who's good with cameras to sort this out. This isn't a good angle. It's way too tight. If this guy turns at all, it's gonna look ridiculous. Yeah, no. Way too tight. I don't know. Not an over the shoulder. Maybe a bird's eye? Why would I use a bird's eye though? Is it... bird's eye this way? No, bird's eye this way makes more sense. Right to left or left? No, he has to be on the left side. Sorry. has to. Oh god, camera's spazzing out. This way. I don't know if I want to use a bird's eye here. No. Oh, okay. What about if I jump back down here? What if he runs off and then he goes back in? That would make a lot more sense. If I go back down here and he just runs off screen. Yeah, then you would have more. Yeah, okay. He runs off screen here. Then he would turn back and run back into his building while screaming for an alarm. That makes sense. Excuse me. Oh, hold up. I'm gonna have to mute the stream. Alright, I'm gonna head off to get some food right now. Look, I guess I'll call it a day today. We've been streaming for the past 2 hours, 45 minutes. Got some pretty good work in. Y'all know what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna finish off these few shots and update you all on probably Instagram or Facebook. Hope y'all wait for, blah, blah, blah. What am I saying? Hope y'all are staying tuned for the development of Levaslier. We have a big announcement coming out soon. I'm not going to say anything too much yet in case it doesn't happen. Yeah. I don't know how to end streams. Support me on Patreon, by the way. Let me pull that up real quick. And one more thing. Music belongs to Vinswept. Vinswept is an amazing guy who makes fantasy music that is royalty-free. Yeah, so the development of Levaslier is being supported on Patreon. You can find it at patreon.com/teamwnj. Donations will come in every month, and all the donations will go towards development of Levaslier. I've said that 3 times in a sentence. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks for tuning in. Anyone watching the replay, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.